Hi guys, how are you? Shakey Nan again. I'm a bit cranky, so we're going to have another educating one today. I've told you plenty of times before that ET is 8 times more common than Parkinson's, and it is often misdiagnosed. And it has me wondering which is misdiagnosed. If you have ET, do you often get diagnosed as Parkinson's because that's the one everyone knows? Or if you have PD, do you get misdiagnosed as ET? Are there a lot more numbers out there? Should there be a lot more dots on that board up there? You know, it's too many people. I'm pretty sure ET's the one that's misdiagnosed as a PD because PD is too well known. Yesterday I was talking to my daughter. She's going to TAFE in Australia, which is equivalent to America's college, for aged care carer, going to work at the aged care facilities to look after the elderly. She said to me yesterday, "Mum, we're learning about Parkinson's disease this week." And I told my teacher that my mum's got ET. And the teacher said to her, your mum might want to go and get that checked because that sounds like Parkinson's to me. She didn't know about ET, obviously. So this is a teacher teaching the next generation, and my daughter said, no, she's got essential tremor. And she said, no, well, the tremors, that means that she'll end up having PD. That made me cranky because you are a teacher, but you could have learnt something that day. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean that the people sitting in your class don't know what they're talking about either. So I want to explain a few big differences. And this is the thing, you know, if this teacher or if doctors ask a few questions, they will quite easily in the answers be able to work out which one it is. So just let me, oh, jeez, it's all happening, look at. Just let me read some things to you. Okay, ET is bilateral. ET normally starts off on both sides. It is rare to have one side and not the other with ET. Parkinson's is asymmetric. Parkinson's has it starts on one side. That's quite an easy one to ask your patients. ET is an action or a postural tremor. So if I sit here with my hands down, I can slowly stop them, even though that's hard work for me. Put it in a posture, that's when it goes crazy. You can sit on the lounge, you can rest, you can... my tremors won't work. You know, so many people over the years, for the 15 years that I've been hiding, they walk in and I'm sitting on the lounge and they think, oh, Nick, why don't you get off your bum and do something? Like, you're always sitting on the lounge. But the thing is, they didn't see that I just got up and I went and done a job and I was sitting down because after a job, you've got to sit down, relax, try and calm those tremors down because while you're doing a job, even hanging the clothes on the line, having your arms up, you come in, you're shaking all over. You sit down on the lounge for 20 minutes to calm down, to relax. Then you get back up, do another job, starts all over again. Parkinson's is a resting tremor. Parkinson's is when you rest. Parkinson's isn't when you're doing things. That's a big difference that one question would answer your questions. Sorry, I'm reading where I'm up to. ET doesn't cause associated health problems, but PD carries other symptoms. PD has balance problems as well. PD has stooped postural problems as the disease progresses. ET affects the voice box and the head. PD doesn't. These are such simple things that could get an answer for a doctor or a teacher. PD is commonly misdiagnosed PD is commonly diagnosed in people over 60. Approximately only 5 to 10% of people are diagnosed under the age of 50 for PD. ET can be from birth. ET can happen in any age. So that's another big hello. In PD, it's rarely a family history. Only 10 to 20% have someone else in their family that's shake. But in ET, there is a family history in over 50% of cases. Hello? It's only because we're not on the map. It's only because people don't know about us, and this is what these videos need to do. We need people to know about us. You know, we can't be misdiagnosed. You know, are all the people, if all the teachers for aged care, if they only know about PD and they haven't been taught about ET, are all their patients being treated for PD? And they're wondering why it's not working, so they're giving them more and more diseases on top that it must be because they don't know about ET. These are the big questions. Where do we start? Who do we start with? The teachers that are teaching the doctors and the nurses and the carers, or the carers that need to tell the teachers? Are the teachers listening? Are the doctors listening? Come on, guys, it's so easy to diagnose, really, if you look at it. There's such big differences. Yes, ET eventually can turn into Parkinson's, but there are signs. I was watching a video only last night about, you know, signs for people with ET, or signs that doctors look for to keep an eye out for PD in patients. Changes in your smell and your taste. And constipation apparently is a huge one. So if a patient comes in and asks about those two, that doctor knows that in 5 to 10 years, this patient could end up with PD. Those things don't happen in ET. If you have ET and those things are starting to happen, that's when you need to maybe get checked for PD as well. Doesn't happen in every case. I don't have that. I have ET. Please listen to my daughter. Let her explain. Let her explain to the class. Sorry, Tara Lee, I'm putting this on your tongue. This is another thing that patients can have, that patients do have. Needs to be known. Okay, thank you, guys. I'm sorry if that TAFE teacher watches this. Please don't take it out on Tara Lee. But also, if, you know, a lot of kids that watch their grandparents or parents suffer with things go into these professions because they've watched the difficulties. Listen to their stories. You learn something new every day. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Friday afternoon here again, so I will see you on Tuesday. Love you all. Take care. Bye, guys.